player on the right is Trial T Fan, I think. And he is playing great Nekros.deck. Here on the right is Skylar Shaner with gaming. That's not all gonna fit, so we'll just go with
Team UG.
Qliphort Floodgates.
We might have someone else on stream real fast. Kid, I don't know if you've met him yet. He was up here yesterday.
Playing in between rounds?
No, he's not even playing. He's the guy I lent the deck my shitballs out to.
Oh.
So he's not gonna play. And we have a pretty strong opening. We've got the Manju for
To
the
find
Kaleidos-
these, yeah, God.
Yeah. And then so he go ahead Kaleidoscope Sin's Herald for the Unicorn. He's got a pretty strong opening hand to begin with, like Shura, Princess. He's gonna go straight for Colossus, I believe, unless he wants to opt for something else.
Okay, so looks like...
And we see him that he is playing double Trish.
So wait, hang on.
Flip it around. You can't.
Yeah. No. And then this should be like that. And then we've got, as our resident Nekros player, I guess Thomas technically takes the title of resident Nekros player, but it is what it is. Looks like
Nekros player for this round.
Yeah, that should be the Nekros player every round. Man, I hate Nekros. It's just the worst. It's not fun to play. That's the issue that I have.
And here we see a signed Upstart Goblin being dropped.
Oh, son! Look what he got! He's going absolutely insane for that signed Upstart Goblin, raising his life total, or he raises his opponent's life total by 1,000, or yeah, he raises his opponent's life total by 1,000 and draws a card. Not that it matters, because Qliphort's just gonna hit him in the face with a hammer. That being said, board presence goes to the Nekros player right now.
Also keep in mind, I believe the set face down on the Nekros side is a set Book of Eclipse.
To flip whatever.
Face down. So
That's disgusting.
Helix and Carrier.
Are we penduluming those?
No, I think Helix's effect allows you to summon another one.
Okay.
And then he's gonna then proceed to swing. No, yeah, he's pendulum. Never mind.
Okay.
Swing.
Get in there. Skylar with the like rabid ADD hand shuffling.
Yeah. He's gonna search for that early stealth, maybe. Or that scout. Kind of digging the scout. Nope, that disc. Alright, that disc.
Just for the sick beats, I guess.
Let's just sit down with pizza.
Yeah. I got the munchies. Needs the food. So I believe there's going to be a lunch break in between these rounds. So you'll probably see Alec and I head out for a little bit and stop the commentation until round 4 decides to begin.
So essentially, after this feature match gets over, we're probably going to step out for a few. We'll probably see if some people want to jump on stream and play for you guys, so you guys are entertained, not just staring.
Just sitting here. Yeah, I'll make sure there's players. Heck, maybe even you and I can play.
I mean, if you want to.
Seems like I'm
my windows, though.
The proxy windows are strong.
Do we want someone else in here commenting on this game with us?
Right now?
Yeah.
Probably not. I think you and I are fine.
All right.
3 people would clutter it up.
That Brionic search, though.
So, unsure exactly how the game is looking right now for either player. I think it's pretty level.
I feel like Skylar is in a better position for a simple fact that he does have the emptiness on board.
Why did he randomly vanities? Did he respond?
To the search.
Yeah, he responded to the search of Brio.
It was just of Manju.
Of Manju.
Yeah. It was one of those things he'd rather stop something early.
Yeah, it was the right play. Skylar is extremely good at this game. Also, he has thick glasses, as you can tell.
Yeah. I'm friends with his younger brother.
They're pretty cool.
I've always traded things. Like, if I need something, he always trade it to me relatively cheap. So
they're pretty chill people. So it looks like we take 2350. I think as the Qli player, you don't mind that, but they're having technical difficulties in calling Forrest over to deal with that issue. Forrest, we don't know how to operate technology at all. Okay. Do we have a judge call from our feature match area?
I don't think it's from our feature match area. Doesn't look like it. Yes.
So much yes. Preemptive Denko. What? Where's the Denko? I don't see the Denko. Rondi, I'm not sure exactly what we're referring to with that comment. I don't see a Denko, and I feel like Denko would be
kind of pointless.
Yeah. I mean, on either side, either player's side of the field, I don't think it really matters all that much at this point. Let's see.
But I do want you guys to take note that the Nekros player is main decking, I believe, at least one copy of Nekros Dance Princess.
Dance Princess is good.
It's also really crucial in the mirror match.
And I guess that's him making a meta call on the fact that there would be a lot of Nekros here, and it turns out he's damn straight.
What's the main deck and answer for the potential mirror match?
Yeah, which I'm sure he's already played 2 rounds of going into round 3. Kind of like we talked about, it will be Nekros, Qli's, and Yosenju's.
Yeah.
AJ with the really weird spellbooks, but
that's just AJ.
That's just AJ being AJ. AJ is super cool. Really good player with strange ideas and always seems to make them work.
So we do see a very common mistake, unless it was planned. Nekros player swung the Unicorn into the Helix, unaware of the fact that the Pendulum monsters boost Helix's attack.
Yeah, so unfortunately that was not exactly the most intelligent thing our Treaty fan could have done, but it is a play that he is legally allowed to make, and he did make that play.
And he fell through with it. Not saying, oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah. So there could be a reason maybe he wants to make title off of. I don't know.
I think he's either debating scooping, because the only thing he has in his hand is their Stratos guy, the Shuriken. And everything else is he's got a Kaleidoscope, a mirror, a Trish.
I wish we had hand cams so we could see exactly what each player is holding, because like in Magic it's not necessary because most of your plays are reactionary, whereas most of your plays are not reactionary, they're proactive, versus in Yu-Gi-Oh like everything is reactive.
Then he draws that Gungnir, which necessarily isn't a bad thing, but unfortunately the emptiness is on board,
so we can't acquire a Gungnir activation.
We're just going to end up setting the Dance Princess.
Which is also a play that he can make. It's game over for Nekroz at this point. Qli's got there.
Round 1, game 1 is going to go to Skylar.
Yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and make that official.
Unless he ends up ripping Raigeki or something.
It's probably not going to happen. Round 1 is going to go to Skylar, sorry. Hit the wrong player there.
And we're just calling it as it is now, just for some fact this is just the way it's standing.
Thank you.
There's pizza.
I know. I want pizza so bad.
You can't stuff your face on Twitch.
Exactly. Goodbye. Thank you. Caffeination is acquired. Streaming in progress. Let's do this. All right. So yeah, it's like, I mean, the game's not over for sure.
But we're just calling it as it stands. It's definitely in Skylar's favor.
Yeah, and I think, can he OTK? Yeah, no, that's definitely...
Yeah, it's definitely all Skylar.
We see a Tree fan scooping here. I really like saying his name. It's very fun.
It's like Tree Fitty. We do see that Tree fan opens with the prep. He also opened up with a Fairy Wind.
Well, okay. What
So,
does Fairy Wind
it
say?
destroys all face-up continuous cards, and your opponent takes 300 for each.
Blows up your vanities.
Blows up vanities.
And skill drain.
Pendulum Zone, skill drain. And we do see the Kaleidoscope come into play for the Unicorn, so he's going to dump the Herald.
Would that also get rid of Snatch Steal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good.
Not to mention your opponent takes 300 for each card that's blown up.
Yeah, that's very, very strong.
Yeah. Ugh. The searching. And then we see the mirror for the Valk.
This is what Nekroz wants to be doing.
Yeah.
Which it couldn't do last turn because of vanities.
Or during that in-between round match with Thomas and Liam, where Thomas
just got there. That was gross. Honestly, like...
Yeah, I'm just gonna
double
open up
gin lock.
Gin lock, game 1 and 2. I won't show off what you can do.
Yeah, exactly. Which is unfortunate because Liam's deck is extraordinarily powerful. It just needs to be able to actually put monsters on board state.
It requires a lot of setup. There may be some confusion on what is being added and why.
Skylar definitely has that rabid squirrel feel to his hand shuffling.
Mm-hmm. wonder if he's got plays and he's just waiting.
Probably.
And we do see that that tree did in fact side in the Twisters along with the Fairy Winds. So we are going to see a Gishki mirror be added from the Colossus. Or not Gishki mirror, the Nekros mirror. He's going to Valk send to draw 2. We see the Senju and an MST added. The MST along with the Fairy Wind is going to be a very, very strong combination going into game 2. It's going to Kaleidoscope. Banishing the Unicorn. To add Kaleidoscope. Mirror Brio.
So what happened with the Colossus and everything on board state?
The Colossus was sent to search for the mirror.
Okay.
And then dropped Valkyries, and the Valkyries' effect sent that and Unicorn to the grave to draw 2 cards.
Okay. So basically, he wrecked his board state.
He wrecked his own board only to generate more pluses.
Yeah.
So
right now our Nekros player is just card advantaging out.
yeah, he's basically cashing out with card advantage and it's just siphoning through the deck, setting 2 cards that will make a difference in game 2. He just wants to be able to draw into his outs later on in the game. And we do see the signed Upstart Goblin again.
This guy's a total baller. Oh, double signed Upstart!
Does he have triple?
Go ahead and give your opponent 2K.
No, but we do see a duality come into play.
Oh, so what do you want to give me? I think we give
An emptiness.
Cool. So Fairy Wind's so strong right now?
And there's also an MST set. So it's Fairy Wind MST. I think the MST is going to be saved for the Scout play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Summoner's Art finding Scout?
Yeah. And then, yep, there it is, the MST.
MST, blow up your Scout.
Change the activation effects. So Qli's player still pays the 800.
Oh,
Just doesn't get the
nice.
search. So he's going to MST the Fairy Wind, which is going to be very strong. And then we see a second Scout be played. He's going to prepare for the search.
I want to see some flying squirrel action on screen. Yibbish.
That emptiness that he had added being mixed up in the shuffle. We see a stealth being normal summon and then sacrifice being equipped. Now, I'm hoping he just runs over the Senju and doesn't leave it on board, which looks like it's what ended up happening.
Our beautiful faces. So again, I think Qliphort Floodgates is just gonna take the game.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
Which sucks, because like Nekros is supposed to be the best deck.
But no, Qli's are ultimately the best work. They're tier 1. And unfortunately, because they're tier 1, I'm not going to be able to play them.
Yeah. Qliphs are about to spike, y'all, due to Skylar Shaner's excellent piloting of the deck. Chat, what do you have to say about the top tier decks right now? Anybody got any word? Just can't. The best deck in the hands of not a scrub. Well, I mean, he made it to table 1 at round 3, so that's not technically a scrub, but I mean, it could be that he's just a bad player piloting a good deck.
Yeah.
Also, Seto Kaiba. Yes, that is true.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I am. I'm a garbage player, but you know.
You just play the best decks.
I just play and build the greatest things ever.
And I'm the exact opposite. I never misplay, but I build crap decks because I just like to troll people.
See, that's why playing Ghost Trick Piper and DN. That's fantastic.
I literally played a deck with 1 Dark Blade and
Yes.
no other monsters.
Yes.
And I won a match with that. I was like, summon Dark Blade, 1850, 1850, 1850, and he was like, I can't respond. Oh, it was...
What happens when you don't play Thunder King?
See, Dragon Slayer, you think it's Burning Abyss over Qliphs versus Nekros? I think actually I agree with that. I think I agree that...
Actually, I Dragon Slayer, I do agree if you switch the Qli and Burning Abyss. Qli is ultimately tier 1 for sure. Just because of this, they have unrelenting board pressure. And then...
Burning Abyss is tier 1.5.
Yeah, then Burning Abyss, and then Nekros. Nekros are still tier 1. It's just...
They have worse matchups.
Yeah, they've got pretty bad matchups, but they also... It does take skill to play the deck.
It takes skill, and the deck is just friggin' consistent.
Yeah.
But if you're consistently doing it wrong, then...
consistently lose.
Yeah, exactly. And that, unfortunately, is just the name of the game. Oh, look at you. Darkblade has 1850. Rondabik. Koresh, it is... Oh, that's hilarious. It's Darklaw over Burning Abyss over Qliphort's versus Nekroz.
Well, you see, Shaddolls can also make
Shaddolls can make Darklaw too.
So, if we're really going to get into it, you would throw Shaddolls up in there.
This is true.
They also make Construct, which eats any special summoned monster.
And Elemental Heroes can make Darklaw too, so they're tier 1. They're like tier 0, dude.
If we're just going off the premise of Darklaw making everything tier 1, then Heroes, Shaddolls.
Yeah. Heroes has the most consistent turn 1 Darklaw. Alright, back to the game.
So we just see pressure upon pressure upon pressure.
That's what the Qliphort deck wants to do. It's the epitome of an aggressive deck.
And again, we see the name coming into play, Floodgates.
Yep.
It's that emptiness. It shows you how crucial a Floodgate card such as Emptiness can play a big role in a match.
Yeah.
Because that's what determined game 1 was the Emptiness.
GSC, I have not actually seen the Zombie Darklaw variant, but I can imagine it would be pretty...
Match change the second, pop off Goblin Zombie, drop Darklaw, search for Goblin Zombie.
Seems fine.
Yeah, it's solid. I think it needs tweaking.
Everything needs a little twerking.
GSCE, do you play Upstart Goblin? Because if you play Upstart Goblin, like if you're going to play anything, you just build it for consistency. In my experience, that's what it really boils down to, is nothing but consistency.
Does Nekroz scoop here?
I think so. Because he swung and then it was booked. Sacrifice triggers allow him to add 1 Qli monster. So he's going to add the disc. I believe he's just going to end up tributing off the monster with disc and then... Nekros is going to have to make some sort of sick play to come back from this. Otherwise, game 2 is just going to go straight to Skylar. So we do see that Mind Crush come into play. And I think that's what just sealed the deal for this match.
Yeah, it's definitely Skylar taking it again.
Yeah, that clutch Mind Crush set since like turn 1 or 2.
That's training in response to the activation of Mirror.
Yeah.
Like we talked about earlier, you definitely wait and respond with a Mind Crush. So that they fail to find... They've got, what, Colossalus or...
Yeah, Colossalus and Cycle in hand.
Yep,
there
just concede.
Skylar taking the cake for that. It's good to know that I was right about my predictions earlier.
Yeah. All right. I'll switch it back to you.